Sure, get all these in line. Oh man, oh man. At least Carolina's looking better now than what they did in the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that they'll bring back who was it? Um, Bryce Young, but I can see.
It'd be
Um,
good to have him sit, but oh snap, we live, we
oh,
back,
hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
we back with the fly sippers.
Pow, 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 pow. Yeah, I'm awesome.
It's your boy Mike.
Chill, 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 chill. Hey, man, first things first, man. What you sipping on?
And first off, very big win for the Denver Broncos. You know, I got to do my winner shot real quick. That there was a shot of larceny.
Oh man,
But for those of
that
y'all that have watched previous episodes, this is a basically opposite of what y'all may have seen on a previous episode of low pitch by high wire. This is the high pitch by high wire. A little bit higher gravity, a little bit more robust flavor, and it's made with mosaic hops. My lips didn't even want to fix themselves to say that. Made with mosaic hops, so on top of the flavor, you get some floral notes in the background. Basically, kind of tastes like a beer and a cocktail mix. I love it. For those that are IPA fans, give it a shot. But I don't talk too much about what I'm sipping on, man. What you over there sipping on?
Oh man, let me tell you, fam. I got so many cups from the weekend. Hey, yeah, shout out to all the Aggies out there, man. Happy homecoming. I see y'all October 11th. You
Happy
know what I'm
homecoming.
saying? Oh, matter of fact, Knox popped up for like 3 hours. He said, "Yo, I wasn't coming. Got that itch, man. Yo, I had I had to come back home." So I talked to him for like 10 minutes. It was actually about 20 minutes. All right, I'll
Mm-hmm.
catch you later. But yeah, but no, I got American honey. I got a little bit left in the bottle.
Hey,
Um, I never put this ginger beer in there. It's just straight up. Well, yeah, I am not on campus somewhere. Yeah, just American honey, man.
I was about to say, I was like, that American honey and ginger beer, that should be a good combination right
Oh man, yeah, it should be.
there. Here you go. Will it be? We don't know. But it should be.
Man, check this out tomorrow. But yeah, man, it's yeah, just sipping this, man. Yo, have you
But
looked at the
I'll say, what we
like the injury report for the Chargers?
the injury
It
report
start.
just overall for the league, you mean? But the Chargers specifically, no.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I saw like the little ticker at the bottom. I was like, dang, everybody? Huh.
They got it's Justin Herbert, McConkey, and friends.
Yeah, and he's questionable. Lad is questionable.
At this point, the only player on the defense is like what Bosa and Mac.
Now they got Derwin James still hurt, or was he hurt?
That's one of those like, see, you had to go check and see if he was hurt. So many injuries around the league. Speaking of which, Browns lost Deshaun Watson today.
I was just about to say that. Yo, okay, yo, let's have a real conversation about that, man. I don't wish nobody to get hurt
Mm-hmm.
ever, because no. But it does give you an option to do what the Panthers did, where it's like, let's just see if the system works.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because last year we saw what happened when he went down. Flacco came out was like, oh, this is easy.
And even the quarterback that they're using actually used the system decently well, and he went 2-1 in the system.
Mhm. So it makes me think of this right here. Will this Jaden Daniels? Yep, yo, you remember how he says he could be a crash dummy? Like he got an oblique injury or something.
Oh,
Hopefully he's okay. But it makes me think: would this would this give them flexibility to draft a quarterback just for it to make sense? Because if you draft a quarterback with him healthy, the media and everybody's gonna be like, you're paying this guy. Why would you draft a quarterback? But now it
mm-hmm.
looks like, oh yeah, we'll just see what he does. And he got how many years on this contract? If it's a Achilles injury, he might be back next game. My bad. Stafford got rocked. Um, oh my gosh. Oh,
which, which folks? Was that an interception? It was. Which folks? If y'all wait, that's his second interception.
with Dalton.
Yeah, second interception in the first quarter. The Lord have mercy, folks. If y'all see
Dude,
me
why was he
looking
even
this
throwing
way,
there?
if y'all see me looking this way, I'm watching the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Commanders. If you see me looking this way,
Oh, we
I'm
get
also
flags.
covering Las Vegas Raiders and the LA Rams. But wow, second interception in the first quarter. Like how often you see Andy Dalton do that?
Like in real life or most of his career without
Not
AJ Green.
not in no opening quarter. Maybe like later in the game. I ain't never seen like two in the first quarter. But
Oh no, it might be a callback.
um, to answer your question, it would
Nah,
present itself to be, and realistically,
it-
um you could kind of put Deshaun Watson in the hot seat if that makes
well, yeah,
if
it's
that
like
statement
well,
makes
what's the thing about that? It's like yes, you can, but from a business standpoint, no, you can't. Because you know who the problem is? The front office. It's y'all fault.
the Brian.
Y'all did this, yo. Y'all panicked and y'all did this, yo.
Shot yourself. I ain't even gonna say shot yourself in the foot. They cheddar bob themselves.
Yeah, like it doesn't make sense for those yo watch 8 Mile. Um, dang. Um, it was like because we went over the contract before.
Mhm. It's so backloaded
It's
that yeah,
it's like
that is true.
and that's the problem. Like you cannot cut him.
Hmm. That's wild.
You cannot cut it's so backloaded.
Even look, if performance wise, even if you feel like you can't cut him because of the business decision, then you sit him because of his lack of performance. And
Yes,
now,
but here's the thing though. If you sit him, okay, well, one nobody wants to be wrong. But if you're sitting him, that means somebody's getting fired.
this is the Browns we're talking about. Browns fans are
I
used to the
know.
word.
I no, yeah, but I'm just saying for the people that's trying to keep their job, they cannot sit him because they have
Browns fans
he's the
are
best option.
used to three words: quarterback, draft, and fired. Okay.
Yeah, but the thing is like this is like if you were a GM or the front office, you got to make sure we got worse quarterbacks on the roster. Let's go ahead and get Flacco. Ooh, Flacco good. Oh no. Oh no.
let's try this out with Dorian Thompson Robinson. Oh, he has a winning record in the same system that Deshaun Watson just ran.
You talking about DTR?
Hmm.
Yeah, I like
Last year
yo.
he went. Last year he
La
went 2-1. Flacco
Last year I was
came
like, you
in.
know what? You may got something in that boy right now.
Uh, didn't do too hot today, but then again they were playing a division rival, in state division.
Oh gosh, Jalen Daniels going back to the locker room.
It's no buenas, no buenas. But yeah, I'll say that to answer your question. And oh wow, Marcus Mariota still has a job.
Oh yeah.
Marcus Mariota. Look at all these Oregon quarterbacks out here. See he does. Here you go. And of course. Oh boy, Washington running this RPO is hilarious, but the fact that it's successful is even more hilarious. Um, but yeah, that's what I would have on that. Like Deshaun Watson's performance has been down, so even when he comes back, I'd be like, nah, you're benched, and I would deal with it that way. Cleveland's defense is too good to have to deal with Deshaun Watson's lack of performance. Please don't call hip drop tackle on that. Thank you.
The hip hop tackle is like a weird thing,
I feel like them
you
calling
know?
hip drop tackle is going to be the same as them like what is a catch for a while.
Yes.
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Uh, should we cover any? Well, should we cover any of the
Last week
game,
games.
or do you have any notes from the game from last week? I should say.
Um,
I do have a few.
I was trying to. I don't. No, nothing that I can think stands out too much, except for the
Uh,
Thursday night game. No, that was this week.
yeah, this Thursday night game, the Denver game. Yeah, uh, we'll touch on that. From last week, a couple notes that I had. The Jaguars are 4-11 before London games, and uh, 13-8 now. Well, now 14-9 after. So hopefully, this is the start of the turnaround for the Jaguars. Now that they've had their kind of London visit, and they usually do
Yeah.
away a ways better. But within last week's London game, uh, going into that game, the Bears scored 47 points off turnovers, and they continued that trend in that game. Um, that these other notes I'll actually touch on later because it has to do with a non-London game. I did not get to see today's London game because I was out of town, but I did look at a little bit of the box score and such. Uh, it did look like New England was out there trying hard. Like I said, I didn't get to see it, so I don't know how well Drake May actually did or so. But I do know,
Oh, solid.
I do know the Patriots started with the lead.
Yes, he did solid.
Okay,
And the thing that I like, what I did like about him is he got out the pocket when he needed to get out the pocket.
good stuff. Good stuff.
But
The from last week's games, the
Jaden
other
Daniels is getting X-rays. Breaking news.
no bueno.
A man, a
Um,
crash dummy.
one of the two games that stuck out to me was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and New Orleans Saints game from last week. That game
Um,
was back and forth until it wasn't. It was legit back and forth, like NFC South style. But I would also like to point out that was another game with a disrespectful over under.
oh, Lattimore. During the game, he went out the game, and that's when it got crazy.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was like disrespectful over under, even with when Lattimore was in the game. It's like again, y'all don't understand NFC South games. Like if two teams in the NFC South are playing each other, go ahead and put that over under at like 43 because it, maybe even 45. But once Lattimore went out, the back and forth changed, and all of a sudden, Tampa Bay's dropping a 50-piece McNugget.
Mm-hmm. Repeatedly.
Repeat.
What was this?
Sorry,
Talking about
Saints fans that we
Pennsylvania.
had to bring it up, but I've never seen, and I believe it was still going back and forth until the fourth quarter, and then all of a sudden it was just like, where these points come from?
I don't know, but Baker Mayfield numbers look legit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's weird? I benched Brock Bowers and put in Kelsey. You know what I might start doing? Start both. Put one in my flex spot because both of them are starting to look like tight end wide receivers.
Right.
The thing is,
Speaking of which,
you
they,
can't not start Kelsey because he can explode at anything. He's like yeah.
I'm about to say at this point you put Kelsey in the play.
That's what I was thinking. Dang, Mahomes threw a pick.
Oh dang, really?
Yeah,
Um, are the Raiders? Do you think the Raiders are all in on? I was getting ready to say McConkey. Aiden McConnell.
absolutely not. My man is out the game right now because his hand got messed up.
Well, never mind on that.
I don't think so, but I do think. Okay, I think about this right here, right? The Raiders have a lot of holes to fill.
Yes.
So I think if they do it right, they need to fill the holes first, and then they get the quarterback that they want. Now, in
Mm.
that time, um, was it Aiden? It was Aiden O'Connell. He
Okay,
can
not me.
become something solid,
Mm.
and if in that time period he does become something solid, then you keep him. Because if you build everything around him, you don't need to have a superstar quarterback. You're using somebody just to make the right decisions.
Yeah,
But if
kind of
he
like PJ
realizes,
Tucker
yeah,
or
so
Walker. PJ Tucker. PJ Tucker's a basketball player. Kind of like PJ Walker, because
yeah,
PJ Walker went to the Brown system and also went 1-1. So
you know,
also didn't he win? Wasn't he part of
Steve Wilkes.
that slide that slide towards win trending during the Steve Wilkes era?
Yep. And then when Donald, I mean, when Sam Darnold was a healthy, Sam came in. It was which makes you think if Steve Wilkes can do that with this, so yeah.
Other game from last week I wanted to touch on, and then we can get on to either some injury updates and then this week thus far.
Mhm.
Uh, Lions and Cowboys. The Lions were not even taking the Cowboys serious. Did you happen to see that game?
Mm, did that? You know
Uh,
what?
that was
I was
not.
so okay. I was watching Red Zone, and the way
Okay.
that Red Zone kind of works out is just right here.
Mm.
If it's a blowout, they stop showing you the scores and they show it to you later in highlights.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, so like that's what happened
Maybe
with the
help me sit back in a minute.
with the Broncos and the Dolphins. Like after they got us to like a certain point, they just stopped showing it.
Yeah,
And then, all right, game's over. Let me show you how like the score got here. And they do it
right.
quick while they say on the commercial when somebody else is doing it. But no, I heard about it. And like so okay, so I've asked this to a lot of Cowboys fans. I'm getting a lot of different answers. So for somebody who was on the outside, what is the first three things that you look to fix in the offseason?
First off, quarterback protection.
Okay.
If if that is already if that is already good, then defense. This is for me. Then if that is already good, you have to start giving your quarterback options. Because if your quarterback has options, it doesn't matter who you're putting in that. It should not matter who you're putting in that quarterback spot. Should not. You know, some talents could be different, but it should not matter who you're putting in that quarterback spot. Your system should still be able to work, and you should have better protection. Um, Actually, I'll marinate on that, and I'll let you get to your point. What? Yeah, we freeze. Think we froze. Did we? No, we did freeze. All right. Try to get him back. While we try to get him back in, looks like Austin has dropped. Let me get back to my notes here. And all right, within the notes for that Lions Cowboys game, uh, while we're looking to get Austin back in here, Lions scoring 47 points was the second most on the road, because mind you, the Lions actually did this in Dallas on Jerry Jones' 82nd birthday. Lions scoring 47 points was on the road was the second most in their franchise history. The only time they beat that was way back in 1952. So this is actually their most in the Super Bowl era. But way back in 1952, where they put up 52 points on Lambeau Field. Um, the Cowboys were outscored 80 had the Cowboys have been outscored 83 to 28 in the first half at home, and they have given up 167 points at home. And they're 0-4 at home. So lots of bad notes to take out there. Uh, let me see if we can try to get Austin back in here. If not, we will definitely try to get a part two back in here, folks. Let's see. But while we are also waiting, that one is on commercial. Um, Updates for Commanders and Panthers. We do see Jaden Daniels trying to still trying to do some practice passes. Something's definitely wrong abdominally. He can't really go through the entire motion. So they got their backup in. Brian Robinson Jr. running the ball there, grabbing a good first down for them. That is a flag all day. Pass interference. So
Okay.
as a
Hey,
highlight
everybody.
for we back in here. We back in
Yeah,
here.
we back.
As a highlight for the Rams and Raiders, they were showing Cooper Cup doing some like some warm ups and stuff, trying to get his body loose and such. So we could hopefully see Cooper Cup and Puka Nakua back in action soon.
Yes. Because he was it healthy a little bit? No. He was questionable and then out. But he was
Mm-hmm.
training to playing this week.
Um,
Hmm.
so
Commanders just scored.
I'm not sure how much of the answer that you did get before you went out.
Uh, Not much. But don't worry about it. I'll watch it back. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was going to say it was offensive line first. I was like, secondly, I would look to fix defense. If I had to pick three things and then list them in order, I would look to fix defense
Hmm.
second, and then um, skill positions third. Because if you come up with a good system and you got good protection, it should not matter who you're putting in that quarterback spot. You can probably simplify a system where anyone can run it. And like I said, a good example was PJ Walker with the Panthers, PJ Walker with the Browns, Dorian Thompson Robinson with the Browns. There were things in place to where they're obviously
Ooh,
not good
Sam
as like
Darnold with the Vikings.
like they're obviously not as
Look
good as
good.
like a Patrick Mahomes. But look at the Vikings record. I think the Vikings just took their first loss, and it's because they
Hmm.
ran out of time. So I would say that in that order.
Okay. Um, what do you think people like when they say, "Yo, they need like a make a coaching change"? Would you make a coaching change?
Are we talking about a specific team or just overall?
These Cowboys.
you you already know how I feel about Mike McCarthy, so yes, make a coaching change.
What? Okay, so and here's where I'm like, you know what? I'm not sure. Just because every coach that you're gonna get is gonna be Jason Garrett. No matter who's it gonna be, you're gonna get Jason Garrett because of Jerry Jones. So the thing, because you think about it, the same things that they're saying about Mike McCarthy was the exact same things they say about Jason Garrett, and they were the exact same things they said about the other coach. So it's a cool, happy period, and then the same issues that y'all have when you're winning is the same issues that you guys have when you're losing. But as long as Jerry Jones is there, you're gonna get another Jason Garrett.
I've never been a Jerry Jones fan, so I still agree with that too.
Yeah.
There's there was one common denominator here, and he's now 82 years old. I believe he's already been cursed because of his little quote unquote deal that he did with the man upstairs years ago to get a third Super Bowl. Look at the trend. He's been cursed to not do anything since.
I don't know, man. It just looks bad.
I've never seen a team give up that many points at home, and they've given up 167. We're not
And
even
things
in
and
week
things like
8.
this, it's like they're not like they don't look okay. They have talent.
Yeah,
Their offensive
as they
line may not be what they used to be, but it's still a solid offensive line. What happened?
It also makes you wonder because since we've already seen the start of the breakdown of the player chemistry 2 years ago, it also makes you wonder how much more of that chemistry is broken down since
Yeah.
that, and they lost Dan Quinn.
So there goes your defense right there. Yep. There goes your defense right there.
They're in a tough spot. I went ahead and read off the stat lines from my notes that I had of that game. So that's pretty much all I would have from.
Wait. I'm sorry. Bo Nix is ranked number 10 right now in fantasy for rushes this week with 75. Yeah, this man was running everywhere.
He does use his legs.
Oh, speaking of fantasy numbers, you think Waddle is not fantasy relevant right now?
Correct.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
because the quarterback. It's because of the skill position that has to throw the ball to him.
Same thing with Tyreek Hill. I'm like, should I? Should I?
That's gonna be a tough team to that's gonna be a tough team
Oh,
to
oh,
strategize getting players from unless you're just picking up their and even still if you want to try to pick up their defense, it's like you gotta hope that the defense is who they just played. The Colts. Yeah, you gotta hope their team just plays like the Colts and the Colts have a bad game. Because I mean, even if the defense does have a good matchup, the offense is so questionable. The defense is definitely going to be on the field a lot and going to get tired. Oh, great pickup! Great pickup there. Yeah, that's going to be fourth and inches.
yeah. They said Ricky Pearsall literally got shot in the chest and still came back before Christian McCaffrey.
Who was your boy that came from ECU?
ECU. I'm not sure.
Not recently. This is like way back. CJ2K.
Oh yeah, that dude was a beast,
Did he
yo.
have a bullet in his shoulder and he still played? Was
Possibly.
that him? Yeah, I think it was him. I'm pretty sure he was the one. He had a bullet in his shoulder. He still legit played like an additional 8 games with a bullet in his shoulder.
Maybe.
It's one of those like
Yeah,
still can't Christian McCaffrey.
he was so good, man. All the grills.
Yo, that combination of him and Lindell White in Tennessee was nasty. Until they
Yeah.
had to play the Patriots in the playoffs.
Okay. I guess kind of off topic. Are the Bengals good?
The Bengals are mid.
Because they barely beat us. They barely beat the Browns. They barely beat the Ravens.
Yeah, the Bengals are mid. You see the talent there, but boy,
Is
yeah.
it is it coaching them?
Well, the Bengals always have a trend of starting slow. That was almost encroachment. The Bengals always have a trend of starting slow and then taking off late in the season. Another fourth down,
Why would you hand the ball to Miles Sanders or up the middle when you have Chuba Hubbard? And you
and
just
when you see men plugging up the middle,
you think Bryce Young is going to come in the game in the third quarter? Because
uh,
apparently he's been playing a couple downs, and I'm just like, you know what? I don't even watch the game like that. So
yeah.
you know, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do why? Why would you do that? That's the dumb. You know what? This is
But those that don't know, they just basically just try to run kind of like a low key trick slash jet sweep on 4th and 1, and I'll say low key jet sweep, but who actually got the ball was supposed to go right up the middle. But Washington Washington definitely plugged up the middle so much that the jet sweep part that was supposed to fake them out did not fake them out. And even if you run the jet sweep part, uh, those on the outside corners could have came in and stopped play. So yeah, why would you do that? Let's see. For this week news,
doo-doo-doo. News for this week. Uh-oh, I disappeared. I'm back.
uh,
Ah,
first off, reason I took the shot. Uh,
talk to him.
Denver huge win over the New Orleans Saints.
Tell him.
What what I'm happy about is I see the kind of spark that Bo Nix would need to have like that kind of a win is definitely a confidence builder,
Hmm.
and I can definitely see him having like a little bit of a bounce back, like a little pep in his step after a win like that. Especially considering that he was actually personally involved in a lot of the plays that got us kind of the big lead. Uh, like you had mentioned, he had rushed for 75 yards in total. But it's like I see it now. Okay, so huge
So,
win. Our defense actually was a lot more of the spark than the offense. The offense just kind of
oh yeah,
executed.
they shut stuff down.
Yeah, I think we had 5 sacks and 2 picks.
But so what do you think about these rookie quarterbacks? Drake May, what was it? Drake May, Caleb Williams, Jaden Jay Daniels, and then Bo Nix. What do you think
Taylor
about
looked
those
like
four
Phoenix
and
when
like
we
so
had a
far?
receiver. But I have not seen much of Drake May, so me personally, I'm still on the fence about him, and it's just because I haven't seen enough film. Um, of the others, either solid or they gonna be something. They got to quote Bugs Bunny, "That's the old Pepper boy, that's
Wait,
the
that's the
old
old
stuff."
stuff right there, boy.
Especially Caleb Williams going over to London and dropping a 30 bomb. Um, Jaden Daniels, we're seeing right now. We're seeing all kinds of magic. Um, I mean, earlier in the game, I believe he had a scramble for like what 25, 30 yards. Um, I mean,
47.
right now is up on Carolina 17-0. So I know 7 of that was from defense because
Yo.
Andy Dalton basically just gifts. More
So
gifts.
more gifts,
Donate.
donations.
But
Yo,
yeah, to
where's
fully answer it, yeah, I do like what I'm seeing of the rookie quarterbacks. Just of Drake May, I can't fully put him. I can't fully give you a truthful answer because I haven't seen a lot of film of him.
okay? Because I was thinking like, you know what? Because people say like, all right, this class is okay.
Mhm.
Um, I'll call that way. So
We have definitely seen a lot worse classes.
yeah,
We had a quarterback class where the number one overall
went
was
20.
Jamarcus Russell. We had a
Wait,
number we had a rookie, quarterback class where the number one overall was Jamarcus Russell, who played in a national championship, I believe. But within that season, he had games where he threw like 9 for 40. For one, why are you throwing the ball 40 times if he doesn't complete 25% of it? Why?
that's
Number
that's coaching.
two, when you see that stat line, why did he go number one overall? So yes, we have definitely seen way worse quarterback classes. This is a quarterback class where it's like, yeah, you could see how teams were scouting, and you could see the potential in pretty much everyone. I wouldn't mind to see Michael Penix come out and
You
get
know
some.
what? You know what? Um, Kirk Cousins winning those first couple games was the best thing that ever happened to Michael Penix. Because Michael Penix, oh my bad, it's the worst thing that ever happened. No, my bad. It's the best thing that ever happened to Kirk Cousins and that
Yeah, yeah.
GM. Yeah, because if they were like, "Oh yeah, man, you good," okay, I I get to play. All right, cool. Yep. Mm-hmm. Watch that. Y'all pay Kirk Cousins all that money to have your answer on the bench.
Very long field goal for Washington. So fantasy owners, if
Yeah.
you're not Washington's kicker, I believe y'all just got a kick worth four. It's either 4 or 5. I'd have to look at the.
Yeah. Did you watch any of the
49
Seahawks Falcons game?
for. Hmm?
Like I missed like half of the games today.
I I was so busy and wrapped up while I was out of town yesterday. I didn't even get to watch like any college games. I saw a couple of the scores, but I didn't get to watch any
No, no.
college games.
I'm sorry. The Falcons.
The Falcons already played.
They played the
Oh
Seahawks.
yes, they did. No, I didn't. We were coming back from out of town while that game was on, so no, I did not get to see much of it. I do know the Seahawks kind of ran away with it. I do know there was a couple turnovers and such that benefited Seattle. But yeah, a lot of the 1 o'clock games for today didn't
Ooh,
even
that just
driving was coming back.
all right. Do you have anything from this past week?
I was just gonna say I guess you could say from last week bleeding into this week. Buffalo Bills acquiring Amari Cooper.
Oh,
Uh,
you know what? Let's talk about those trades, yo. Yeah.
pull out the notepad and the pen. Yes, sir.
How do you feel about that trade?
Good for the Bills. Because I was always on the question mark about the skill positions for Josh Allen. I mean, of
Hmm.
course, Josh Allen's still gonna be gifting people them turnovers, but good for the Bills. So, and then I'll notated that one to bounce another question back for you. What do you think the Browns are doing?
Oh, I can say what they're doing. Fire as hell until they can get out that contract. They are trying to prepare for when Deshaun Watson is gone. Like, the thing is, like, people are like, oh, yeah, just go ahead and cut him. Y'all don't know sports contracts, man. Do you, like, well, you should just trade him. No. Like, I hate the whole thing when people are like, oh, well, so the Panthers can trade Bryce Young to the Browns, and the Browns can give them a first round pick and Deshaun
Mhm.
Watson. No. y'all looking at the money. Y'all are not looking at the money, yo.
especially with something as backloaded as Deshaun Watson's contract. Wait a second, what happened? I was about to say, I was like, hold on, bring up that beam footage. We might have a fumble and recovery. We might have a fumble by Carolina and a recovery by Washington.
You know what? My fans, hey, watching this keep me in my fantasy games.
We will see.
Yeah, yo, Worthy got hit like a cartoon, yo.
Dan Quinn's going to challenge because they ruled him down by contact, but Dan Quinn's going to challenge. So we'll see what they say. Um, that's funny from Ryan said they preparing for a win.
Yeah.
um, the reason for the name of this episode, Devontae Adams traded to the Jets, which I said basically now got the New York Packers. You had the Packers offensive coordinator. You get Aaron Rodgers, Alan Lazard, and Devontae Adams all back together.
Hmm. How do you feel about dang, I should start a Brock Bowers, dog. How do you feel about Garrett Wilson now moving forward? It's like if so okay, so if you were Garrett Wilson, would you want a trade? Because considering that this is a contract year, I believe, or like the last year of his, I think, deal.
Um, you could, and then you could possibly go. And I believe it's already on notation that the Jets are looking to shop him. Um, you could, and then you can go somewhere else and look even better, possibly. Because I mean, let's be real. Aaron Rodgers has got familiar targets, and Aaron Rodgers has got familiar targets around him now with the offensive coordinator, everyone from the former team.
Hmm.
You're the odd man out from the chemistry. Not to say Garrett Wilson ain't good. Not to say Garrett Wilson hasn't been doing his part to try to carry the Jets to victory. Just saying, chemistry wise, from what was in Green Bay, you're the odd man out now. That's actually a good point. I'm gonna notate that too.
Yeah,
Garrett,
that's what I was thinking. I'm like, he was already frustrated, and now, like you said, odd man out because Rodgers has his people, and you're not one of his
Rodgers
people.
at his age.
Even though I think, would you put Garrett Wilson above the Devontae Adams right now, or maybe like he's a tier under?
Here under. Devontae
Okay.
Adams a little bit bigger and a little bit more physical. Garrett Wilson has Garrett Wilson has a really good. I was going to say elite, but probably not elite. But a really good skill set out in open field, but physicality and like just physicality, like his body didn't grow to be like Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Devontae Adams is way more physical and bigger. So especially for an older quarterback, that could be a little bit better of like a security blanket to have a wide receiver like that.
Okay.
Play.
I feel like those two wide receivers being traded may okay. The two wide receivers being traded will have huge effects, but not what they think they're going to have effects on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because all the Jets have is what another wide receiver, but you're going to be taking time away from Garrett Wilson because Garrett Wilson is a one, and then for Amari Cooper, eh, eh, I always think he's okay at best. He has some elite games, but I also remember the little dropsies in Oakland.
That's fair.
And if he doesn't have a certain quarterback, he's just a regular dude. look at Amari Cooper with Deshaun Watson, look at Amari Cooper with Flacco. Two totally
He's
different guys.
a Jag, and we don't mean Jacksonville Jag. He's a
Mm-hmm.
Jag, just a guy.
There's a lot of running back. There's a lot of rushing touchdowns going on. So
Yep. Kyron Williams just ran in a touchdown for the Rams, so the Rams just took the lead. Pending an extra point, they are up 6-3. Boy, that's your barn burner game of the week right there. The last note I wanted to touch on.
Brock Purdy got me -1.
How you get -1?
How you getting yo?
Did he throw a pick already, and then like his performance a point?
Yep. 80. Oh dang! 8 passing yards. 8 passing yards. What the? We got okay.
Wow. The other note I wanted to touch on from last week. Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry combined and become the first combined quarterback and running back duo to rush for over 1,000 yards in the first half of the season. They've combined for 1,107 entering today. Now, of course, I need to look at stat lines and see what they added to it. But they were already at 1,107 entering today. First ones to ever do it. Keep a look out on that Ravens offense, at least for them rushing, because
it's the thing. The Ravens offense is good. Ravens defense is solid until the fourth quarter hits, and then they just forget. Like they forget football. So
I feel like I've seen Johnny Hecker out there. Did he get it? Boy, you threw that way too far. I mean, still overall good job by the special teams, but he didn't have to. He yeeted the football. He didn't have to yeet.
All
He
right.
yeeted it.
Ooh.
He didn't have to yeet
Oh
it.
no.
He could have just basically just kind of patted it back in. He didn't have to yeet it. Because then basically Washington just gained like 4 yards out of how far he yeeted it. Instead of you pat it back in and then someone else from the Panthers stops him on like the 1 or 2.
Wow. Shout out to the special teams, man. Shout out to Darren Bates, yo. He Bates
Mm-hmm.
from the Raw Room. But yeah, man. Was it what did we wait? What is this week? This is week 10? No, week. Wow, this is week 6
7.
or 7. No, it's week 7. Week 7.
I'll
Week
say
8.
we,
Oh no, week 8. The last 2 games of week 7.
yeah, but I'll say we do a little in depth of tonight's game
Yeah.
and tomorrow night's game.
Yep. And then I think the next show we can just do the rest of the games next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see, so who we got tonight? Who was it? You said it was Dallas and Pittsburgh for tonight?
Let me double check. No, my bad. Pittsburgh and the Jets.
Boy, those are 2 legacy teams. That's 2 of the oldest teams in the league.
It is, but Russell Wilson is taking over.
So, let me notate that because I might have a hot take on that.
And the Jets, this is the first game with Davante Adams. So, yeah, what's your hot take on that, good sir?
The Jets defense will expose Russell Wilson being washed. That is my hot take. Russell Wilson is going to Russell Wilson is going to look okay until it's crunch time, and then the Jets defense is going to clamp down on him, and the pressure is going to get to him. Russell Wilson will have 2 crunch time turnovers, and the Jets win. Mind you, before this, it'll probably look like a barn burner, and then all of a sudden, some points will probably take off. But that was my hot take. Russell Wilson will look good basically until he doesn't. And then Jets defense will clamp down on him and expose him. Especially with Devontae Adams being on the Jets, that chemistry was already there from the Packers. Basically, the Packers are back together.
Yeah.
They'll be able to muster up something, even with Pittsburgh's defense looking very solid. I believe they'll be able to muster up something, basically be like a game-winning drive. Like something like Russell Wilson basically just needed to make like one or two more plays to close out the game. Jets force a turnover, and the Jets offense gets a game-winning drive.
Okay. We had another question about the game. Do you think George Pickens is cooked?
Kinda, possibly. It's kind of hard to tell. Full, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna just go with yes, because we've seen Justin Fields make plays in Chicago. So why? It's most likely not the Justin Fields part, which now Russell Wilson's taken over. But we saw Justin Fields making plays in Chicago.
Yeah. And apparently, Justin Fields' stats don't look that bad.
Yeah.
He just looks like it. He still looks like he's still in his rookie phase. But that could also be him playing in Chicago. The fact that Marcus Mariota came in with RG3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that was a draft class for you too, when you think about it.
Yeah. You know, it was a nasty draft class that I think is the best ever just because um just just because of the age that I am right now and been around that time. The draft class of 2011.
What, nigga, but let me go down. Let's go down it, man.
Cam Newton, Von Miller, J.J. Watt, Patrick Peterson, A.J. Green, Julio Jones, um, Cameron Jordan was in that draft class. Like you couldn't miss in the top 11. Like that's insane. I'm probably missing 4 or 5, 6 people, but just to
Yeah,
have those, that's insane. Just to have boom, boom, boom. It don't matter where you pick. You're getting an All Pro.
absolute
At,
fire.
at least one year you're getting an All Pro. Definitely you're getting a multiple Pro Bowler. That's insane, yo.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, like the Panthers were between Von Miller and Cam Newton. Both of them played each other in the Super Bowl. Don't matter, yo. I
Get
don't
him
care,
out.
yo.
Get him out.
Yeah, both of them, man. Both of them.
Wow. Yeah.
Like, let's look through it officially right quick. Hold up. NFL 2011 draft. In order,
To
Cam
what you
Newton.
mean now with Aiden O'Connell?
Oh my God. Okay. In order, it's the first 10 picks. Cam Newton, Von Miller, Marcel Darius, or whatever from the Bills. AJ Green, Patrick Peterson, Julio Jones, Alden Smith. Then you get your Jake Locker. Then 9, Tyron Smith. Dang. Blaine Gabbert was 10. Wait, yeah, JJ Watt.
Blaine Gabbert's your weird.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
always an asterisk somewhere.
Yeah. Blaine Gabbert and Christian Ponder. Those are your like, okay. JJ
Christian
Watt.
Ponder. Christian
Yep.
Ponder was mid at least.
Yeah, you're right. Robert Quinn, Mike Pouncey, Ryan Kerrigan, Cameron
Yeah, I
Jordan.
remember
Oh,
Mike
Mark
Pouncey.
Ingram is in this thing too. Cameron Hayward. Those are first round picks.
Yeah.
Like if you're looking for a first round pick, you need to be looking for those guys. Later in the
Yeah.
draft, Justin Houston, DeMarco Murray.
Uh, to update you on Rams and Raiders, Aiden O'Connell held the ball too long,
Mm.
and the Rams got a fumble six out of it. Rams got a sack, fumble six.
Richard Sherman was also in that draft. Gosh.
Really?
Jason Kelsey was in this. Yo, what are we talking about right? Yo, man.
Yeah, multiple players that won rings that are
Doug
in one
Baldwin
draft.
was in that draft, yo.
Multiple players that have won rings, let alone get to the Super Bowl.
Oh,
Because
yo,
just saying get to the Super Bowl, you include Cam Newton.
this is a
Multiple players that
Pro
have
Bowl.
won rings are in one draft class. That is insane.
And JJ Watt was number 11.
Wow. Nah, fam. Aiden O'Connell ain't it. I see what you mean.
Yeah, it's like if they build stuff around him and then by the time they build it, he becomes something, okay. But at this moment, nah. Yo, Kareem Hunt owner's eating right now.
Uh-oh. He taking off?
Uh-oh, is Kelsey hurt?
Wait, who did the Dolphins even play at quarterback after Tyler Huntley left?
Oh yeah, he hurt. You know what? Yeah, throw that team away. Throw the team away, dog.
Oh man. It's fun. It's not funny, but it's funny because it's like they basically got just about all the other stars you would want and need in the other skill positions, except the most important position, the one that has to touch the football every time, isn't there. It's like, who cares? You got Tyreek Hill. You got Mr. Burger Flipper over here throwing the
Yeah.
football to him. Zach Ertz with a touchdown will put Washington up 26 to
Dog,
0.
yo, I hope they hang 50. I hope they hang 50.
50, not a 50-piece McNugget.
Yeah, yo, man. With the honey mustard. With the cheese.
Nah, nah, all the sauces. You get a plethora of flavors to try. All the sauces: the honey mustard, the sweet and sour, the barbecue. McDonald's barbecue is kind of trash. The barbecue, the ranch, buffalo. Go back into the mustard. Try hot mustard, the spicy Szechuan sauce. Yeah, you getting all the sauces. Y'all up? Are they up 27 to
Wait,
nothing?
what was that sauce? Was it Swift? No. But from Rick and Morty.
Did they comment on the Szechuan sauce?
Szechuan sauce. Yep, that sauce.
Yeah, yeah, Szechuan sauce. There was one that came and went. Oh, the Mambo sauce. You getting
Yo,
all?
shout out to Mambo Sauce, man. All my people in the DMV. You heard? This dude said a lot of quarterbacks are knocked out today. Come on, man.
I mean, hey, they are realistically. It's sad. Oh boy,
Yeah.
Kansas City up 14-3.
Oh yeah, and they're running the ball, yo, because they can't throw. Yo, they need wide receivers.
But congrats to the Vikings for handing out Minnesota their first loss. Um,
Yo,
you have any other notes
uh,
on the game?
no, none of that game. But here's one though for Monday Night Football. Ravens and the Bucks, yo. I think that's gonna be a good one.
I
Well, maybe high scoring.
I agree with you. I'm going to notate that. What's the over under that they put on it?
I can tell you what DraftKings has. Log in, gotta log in, gotta check my location, gotta check my location. Boom, 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 boom.
27-0 at halftime. They on pace for 54. Good God Almighty.
Over under is 50.
I agree with that.
I think they would. They're gonna smash that one.
They still gonna see high scoring over under 50. I'll take the over with you. That's gonna be
Huh?
a fun game to watch. Wait, no, we have a doubleheader for Monday Night Football, don't we?
No, really? Oh,
Yeah,
we
everybody's
do.
got to
Chargers and the
watch.
Cardinals. Oh, I know what I'm doing Monday night.
Say
Nothing.
Chargers is you Chargers Cardinals.
Hey man, football's football, man. Yo, if the Chargers win that game, somebody needs to see. Somebody's gonna be in somebody's office
Right.
real soon.
Especially with the chemistry that Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr. have already built. It's like
Yeah,
Cardinals should win this
yeah. He
game.
should. He
Just
should be back
saying,
too.
not to say that the Chargers are going to get like blown out or anything, but the Cardinals should win.
Yeah. What was this?
Let's see,
Oh, also too. Next week is National Tight Ends week or day. Next Sunday.
really?
Yep.
Did they-
So do what you got to do for your parlays. Yeah.
Let's say, outside of that, only other note I got is sports betters.
What you
NBA
got,
tips
man?
off Tuesday. Go ahead and get them multi-sport bets in.
Oh yeah.
Get them multi-sport bets in.
I
That's how
can't
you get
wait.
multipliers.
Basketball season coming up too.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, NBA season
Ooh.
start Tuesday. Get them multi-sport bets in, boy. That's how you get them multipliers. I will be having fun with those. So, yeah, give me a week after like tip off, and after I see a little bit of who plays who and such. Multi-sport bets all
Bro,
day.
I'm either about to be paid or broke.
Said paid and broke. Why was that like jumbo shrimp?
Hey man, Biggie
Plastic
Smalls.
glass.
Hey.
Driving on the
Yeah.
parkway and parking on the driveway.
What?
Then you said you about to be paid and broke. So I was saying a bunch of opposites. I was getting ready to say onomatopoeia. No,
Yeah, that sound worse, yo.
that's sound. It starts with an oxymoron. There we go.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
saying about the oxymorons. That's why I was like, why is that like jumbo shrimp or plastic glass?
I never heard of plastic glass. I mean, like, I heard
No,
of it, but
glass.
yeah, how is it plastic and glass? Nah.
That's why I said driving on the parkway and parking on the driveway. Or to go super dark on you, a kamikaze pilot wearing a helmet. But anyway,
What? You don't need this. Hey, yeah, where we landing? You're not gonna need it. What? Hmm?
sir, it's part of my uniform, not yours.
Oh. You mean read the job description? Yeah.
You might not even
Mhm.
need the oxygen mask. But anyway,
Yeah, hey man, this job don't even require insurance. You don't? Okay. Hmm.
but I got a family to feed, not no more. Uh,
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, we'll take care of it.
woo! That got dark real quick. That got darker than that 1945 joint. But yeah,
It's it's so messed up because we're almost 100 years away from it. No, you know what's messed up though? I guess is people like I'm gonna just say millennials like, oh, we've seen so much stuff on TV. This is regular stuff.
Yeah,
But we seen 9/11 in school as it was happening. Everybody around the country our age was like had the same experience. Yep, they just rolled the TV in, we watched the news.
I mean,
Are those people falling? Well, another building got hit.
hold on, hold on, give me a sec. I think some people knocking on my door. Hold on.
Oh, well, go ahead and cut it. But yeah, man.
Yeah, let me go
Um,
ahead and end it.
all right. Well, we'll catch y'all later, folks. Y'all do what y'all do. Wash your hands
Y'all stay
and keep
fly,
sipping.
keep on sipping.
Bye.